Hey guys, Nate here. I'm just gonna take a minute or so and just apologize to you guys right now because my new character's voice is kind of off-putting, and it's really hard for me to constantly do that because coming from the first part where I was the group talker, and now coming to this new Westworld where I am still kind of the talker, but no one can understand me. And so I jibber jabber a lot. And I know that can be annoying for some people, but I just want to apologize, and I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you for listening to my little spiel, and on to the episode.
So, Orin, the eyes were there for a second, the gleam off of a pair of just disembodied eyes down in the darkness for a second, and then they shoot back from the bottom of the hole you're looking down.
All right, I'm just gonna slowly keep staring down the hole, but I'm turning my body and I'm gonna go kind of yell a little bit to the rest of the group. You guys, there's something down here. I need your help.
Grug, follow Ovac.
I guess I'm gonna move over there, but I'm not going right to the edge. I'm gonna kind of.
You never do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
still no sound.
Yeah, when they come up to me, I'm just gonna even though I just yelled, I'm still gonna motion. I'm pointing to me. I'm gonna go down there, all hand motions, no talking.
Okay. It's very dark down there. You kind of don't really think twice about it because you're used to being able to have that, low light vision, dark vision as a dwarf. But you realize that as you kind of straddle the ladder to start climbing down, you realize that, hey, I'm not being able to see real well as you're going down into the hole. Your eyes aren't adjusting.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna lightly pat my eyes to see if they're if it'll kick back on.
An activation.
Just like a loose battery or something. And then I'm just gonna start searching myself for matches. Do I have any matches or anything like that on me?
No, you have like a flint starter for campfires or whatever. You don't have a lighter or matches.
Are there candles up in the church?
You can kind of scavenge for candles.
That's what I want to do. Is
nothing obvious because this church is very abandoned. Very
okay. I'm going to look around kind of a little bit for some kind of light source.
I'm going to also help look for, I don't know if they've got torches around or another lantern or look for that.
Okay, and I'm just going to look up at the entrance to the tunnel and, guys, could I get some matches or light or something? I don't know. It's dark down here and I'm scared.
And Zorcy's just going to say, we're trying to find some kind of light source for you.
Grug's looking aggressively.
Okay, so as you guys, finish your sweep of the church, the only thing that you find is, Grug, you find a little stump of a candle. It's probably maybe 2 inches worth of candle.
Grug familiar. He's going to take it back over to Ovac.
Is it on a little thing to catch the wax?
No, that, it was on the ground.
It's like a busted birthday candle.
Yeah. A little thicker, but...
Grug found candle.
Okay, when I hear that, I'm going to come up and... Here, give it to me. I've got matches, so I'm going to go ahead and light it. And then I'll give it to Ovac.
So, Ovac, Zerosi hands you this little nub of a candle that's lit.
Okay, so yeah, I take it, and I'm just going to finish climbing down.
Okay, with the little nub.
Yep.
Okay, it's difficult climbing down a ladder with one hand, but you do. You get to the bottom, and it's a dugout from dirt. It's just a hole dug in the ground with a ladder in the hole, and you're basically in a little underground cave type thing, dugout.
How far down does the hole go?
About 12 feet.
Okay, Grug is going to jump down behind him. Grug, follow Ovac.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, so you guys get down to the bottom of the ladder. Ovac, you turn and look, and you see you're in a room that's been underground dug out. It's probably 10 feet by 15 feet, roughly, with a couple little niches or alcoves in it. And there's a lot of clutter. There's, just boxes and crates, and it smells really bad. Like, bad.
Now, are the boxes and crates and stuff, are those fairly new compared to the church, or?
Yeah, they look like they're in pretty decent condition.
Okay, so like there's no dust buildup or anything, so it looks like someone's been staying here, kind of hidden underneath the
In
church.
the candlelight, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, they don't look all broken and ransacked and, like the tipped-over pews and the sort of ransacked church upstairs. It doesn't have that feel to it down here. But it smells bad. It smells like boys' locker room feet.
Okay, is there like do I see any entrance or exit other than the one that
Nope.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start looking around for those eyes, because I mean, if there's...
Right, but there's like I said, there's lots of clutter and stuff, so there could be plenty of places for something or someone to be hiding.
Is there like a shelf that I can set the candle on for a minute?
Yeah, there's like like there's boxes and crates and stuff.
I'll just set it on one of those guys, and then I'm just gonna kind of like sneak my way around so that...
Okay. As the guy holding the candle comes down and sets it on there, and then starts to sneak in this little room.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it there so that if he's not looking directly at me, then he sees the light source moving around, and then it just stops, and then I'll use it to sneak around.
I got you. So soon after you set the candle down and start moving around a little bit, a thump, a thud, landing behind you is Grug, who has jumped down into the hole.
Grug follow Ovak.
Shh.
Oh, Grug follow Ovak.
So make an observation check. Go ahead, Grug, you too.
Hey.
Do I want low?
Yes.
Observation is 12, rolled a 7.
Okay.
Observation is 16, rolled a 2.
All right. So, yeah, you both see a figure, a person, just kind of like the maybe their shoulder, top of their head or something. They're hiding behind some stuff, just kind of adjust to try and stay hidden from you, but it's not working.
Grug say, come out, or else. And he's going to ready his fists.
Okay. They are readied.
Yes.
And then I'm going to say the same thing, but not ready my fists, and it sounds like...
So, standing up, you realize you immediately recognize Whiskey, one of the Daughtry ranch hands from the bar fight, the more cowardly of the three. He stands up, he's like, what are y'all doing down here? You're not supposed to be down here.
Grug wonders what you're doing down here.
A panicked look befalls his face. Zerosi, I need you to make an observation check.
My observation is 14, and I rolled a 14.
Oh, hey. So you hear someone trying to sneak in to the church.
Okay. I don't want to make it obvious that I hear them, but kind of try and, like, turn my head or something slow, see if I can see who it is.
Okay.
I'm not going to just, like, spin, you know.
Well, you slowly kind of turn, mostly looking with the side of your eyes, and you see the doors to the church, the main front doors of the church, open, and two men walk in, both with pistols out.
Do I recognize them from...
It's pretty... Yeah, you recognize that it is Bronco and Lefty. It is Tyler Krupp and Garrett Stone.
And I guess they probably are looking right at me.
Yeah. They're trying to hopefully surprise you, but then they see you're looking at them.
If it's clear that they see me, I'm gonna yell down to these guys. There's two more up here, and just dive down behind a pew.
Okay, go ahead and make not a coordination check, but basically roll initiative. So D20 plus coordination.
Well, my coordination's a 16. I rolled a 1, so I got a 17.
Okay, well, I rolled a 15, so even if their coordination is a 3. So they actually, you yell that and start moving to the pew, and they shoot. They both take one shot at you with their pistols, and one of them hits, and it hits you in the left leg. And it is actually a serious wound, so it hits you kind of in your upper left leg. And now you're behind the pew with a gunshot in your upper left leg.
So with a serious wound, is that something that like I have to treat right away, or
Not immediately. Like, a mortal wound is pretty much death, unless you are in the presence of a doctor within a few seconds, basically.
generally with serious wound, like we can finish the fight? So
Right. You're actually gonna suffer a 3 penalty to everything you do. So anyway, you're shot in the leg, left leg, and you dive behind a pew. You guys down below in the cave hear a couple gunshots immediately after Zerosi, after Ewan's yell. There's a couple more of them, and then 2 gunshots. And at that point, a panicked look comes over Whiskey's face.
I'm going to turn to Ovak. Grug, stay here. Ovak, go shoot Boomstick.
All right, I will heal on up.
And actually, Grug's going to move up closer to Whiskey and get more in his face.
He puts his hands up and starts, not like up in the air, but kind of palms facing you, hands in front of him, waving his hands like, I'm not doing. He doesn't have a gun or anything. He's backing up slowly.
Yeah. Grug, say, you give me information, or else.
So we'll take care of that after the gunfight
Yeah,
upstairs.
that's what always happens.
All right, so Zerosi, you actually, spend your round yelling, diving, getting into cover, etc. So we're going to do a new round. Now, Orin, you're going to try and climb the ladder as fast as you can. Are you going to load your pistol before
Yes.
you climb? Okay,
Well, yeah, I guess I would.
so you'll spend the first 2 rounds of the combat loading, the 3rd round of the combat climbing, and the 4th round of the combat you'll be able to do something.
Hooray!
I feel like I've got so much help.
All right, so we're going to do the first round of combat.
36. I went from rolling a 1 with a coordination of 16 to rolling a 20 with a coordination of 16.
Yeah, they don't have a 17. I rolled a 19. But your coordination is higher than theirs, so you get to go first. They are actually both not in cover yet because they used that first round shooting at you, thinking they were going to drop you and stuff. They didn't seek cover. That is what they are going to do this round, is get to cover and shoot. So, and you can, since you're already in cover, you can shoot once and then move if you'd like. But you're kind of already in good cover, so...
Yeah, the only reason I would move is if there's better cover. So, shoot. And I needed a 16, so -3, so 13 or less, and I rolled a 9.
Okay, and you actually hit Lefty. You hit Garrett Stone. So go ahead and roll a d20, and this will be a where did you hit him?
I got a 7.
All right, so you actually hit him in his pistol arm. You hit him in his right arm. So now roll a d6, and this is how bad the injury on him is.
5.
All right, so you gave him a serious wound in his. So basically, you hit him kind of upper arm, shoulder area in his right arm. Yeah, he kind of jerks and falls back. Now it's their turn. He's not going to get to shoot this round because you just shot him in his pistol shoulder, but he is going to, put his left hand on his shoulder and jump behind one of the pews. And then we've got Bronco. Bronco is going to shoot at you, and then he is going to move behind one of the table stand things up by the front of the church. So he's basically got like half cover. He missed horribly. So and it just wouldn't have even hit you if you were standing out in the open. All right, so that's the first round. So now everybody's in cover. And we're going to do the second round. They got a 24.
I got a 31.
So once again, you go first. Now you got to keep track of shots because your pistol only...
I've got 6 shots.
Correct.
And this time I'm specifically aiming at Bronco. And I need a 13 or less, and I got a 2.
Okay, so you hit, but now the way cover works, cover doesn't affect your chance to hit with your roll. Cover, basically you roll a hit location, and if that location that you hit is protected by cover, that's what hits the cover instead. So his left arm, basically he's in half cover. So go ahead and roll location.
18.
18. That is the right part of his chest, so that is a hit. Damn.
And I got a 5.
And a chest hit adds 1 to severity. So you basically hit him kind of in a good spot in his chest, kind of deep in chestward of the shoulder on his chest. And yeah, he actually kind of spins to the ground and falls. And then the wounded Garrett Stone will fire at you. A horrible miss. Pew goes, hits the church wall behind you.
He's still reeling from that
Yeah.
arm shot.
Yeah,
He's kind of unsteadied.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. Okay. So round 3. So now,
Mine's loaded and I'm climbing up.
Ovak's climbing up the ladder. I'm coming.
I only got a 20 this time for initiative.
They got a 21, actually. Beat you by 1. So what happens is you see Bronco kind of limping, crawling his way out like he's fleeing, not very fast. And Garrett Stone is actually going to use this third round to shoot at you again from behind cover. Raises up. It's a horrible miss. Once again, these guys apparently are like stormtroopers or something.
Hey, but they did hit me.
That's true.
All right, this time I'm going to fire at Garrett Stone. And I need a 13 or less. Whoop. And I got a 12.
All right, so he's in good cover. So go ahead and roll location. You basically have to roll a 17 or higher, or a 7, 8, or 10.
I got a 15.
Nope. So yeah, you basically just hit the pew. And now we are going to go to 4th round, which is everybody that's in the fight,
Damn.
which includes Ovak this time. So 25.
35.
Jesus, 18.
All right. So
All right.
is this shot number 5 or 6?
This is shot number 4.
All right. So your 4th shot, needing a 13.
I rolled an 11.
Listen, Nagi's good at rolling low.
Let's see if he hits him.
I got a 10.
That's right shoulder. That works.
And then I got a 4.
Jesus.
You're gonna come up there with your gun all loaded. They're gonna all be gone and dead.
All right.
Well,
so,
the one's crawling
so
real slow.
his turn. He actually has taken a shot in his upper right arm and a shot in his right shoulder. So his right arm is like gimped out, limp. You hear the sound of his pistol hit the floor soon after you shoot him, and he gets up and he starts running. Ovak, you get up just in time and turn to see a figure, apparently that Zerosi, because you see Zerosi lying down, kneeling down behind one of the pews, raising up over the pew and shooting at these guys, apparently.
Okay.
And then looking to where he's shooting, you see a figure get up and start running for the door, holding his arm all that's kind of limp.
I'm going to yell, shoot him.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot at him.
Okay, smoothbore musket-style pistol in the back.
Can you aim at specific spots in this game?
That's if you have skill. If you have your skill, you can modify your 2-hit location by your skill.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
19.
19. That's a horrible miss. So yeah, but it goes off with a loud kapow because it's a very it's a 57 caliber.
Was it enough to
Mini ball.
spook him?
No, he's already spooked. He's already running for dear life as he flees, and he runs outside. And you kind of look down at Zerosi, Ovak. You look down at Zerosi, and you see that his leg, there's already blood coming out. There's noticeably amount of blood on his pants and a little bit around on the floor near him.
Okay, well, knowing that we have one hostage to question downstairs already, I'm not even going to worry about the other 2 running.
Okay.
I'm just going to start focusing on that leg and healing.
Well, and the one guy's like really just crawling.
Yeah. He's a pretty easy shot.
We're actually going to go ahead and say that you're treating him.
Okay.
While we go
Down the hole.
back down into the hole. As the camera pans down to the hole and goes down to the hole, very cinematic style.
Greg says, "Huh." Oh, forgot cameraman was here.
Okay, so yeah, Whiskey's like, I ain't got no gun. Don't shoot me, man. Don't shoot me.
Hunkway say, you tell me, or else. And he's gonna grab his shirt with his left hand and raise his right fist like up above his shoulder.
You're gonna lift him up with your left hand, just like.
No, I'm just gonna hold him so he can't run.
Okay.
We're not there yet. We'll start turning on all the stops here in a minute.
Okay. So you notice that he's actually urinated himself.
And I believed it.
Soon after you do that, you're like, okay. So yeah, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Hunkway, curious what are in crates down here.
That's stuff for the Colonel. It's his stuff. We're just supposed to watch it.
Hunkway, wonder what kind of stuff.
He gets a worried look on his face about that. You notice that there's sort of a demeanor change in him, where he's still petrified and you still feel like he's going to squeal like a pig when you start talking to him, asking him questions. But you realize what he's about to tell you is very kind of sensitive material, and he's like, I don't know a whole lot, but it's the colonel stuff. He basically just has me stand around and make sure it's not taken. I know it's got something to do with that contraption that they're working on in the caves.
Hunkway wonder what cave?
It's the cave. It's in the Badlands down there.
Do you know location of cave?
Yeah, of course I do. Don't ask me to go there though.
Oh.
They'll shoot me.
Oh. Grug Hunkway no ask. Grug Hunkway take.
What? So the shooting is stopped upstairs.
Yeah. I want to open a crate and see what's in the crate while holding onto him with my left hand still, though.
Okay.
Like, closest crate, is it unlocked? Or are they all, like, nailed down, or?
Looking at it, it looks like you could open it up.
Yeah, okay. I want to open it up with my right hand.
So, opening it up, you see a bunch of, it looks like pieces of metal, weird shaped and...
Stuff I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm dumb.
You're looking at it going, metal things.
I'm going to act like I know what it is, though.
Okay.
Big fake gasp. Grug say Ovac. Grug say Ovac.
All right, so back upstairs. So you're going to start patching up Zerosi. You realize that you have to get the bullet out, because with a serious wound, most oftentimes, the bullet is still in there. And you just kind of realize this, seeing as you don't find an exit wound and all that.
And just doing an ocular pat down on it, I see that.
There you go. And all of this stuff, once again, just starts flooding into your brain how you're supposed to do this kind of stuff. Now, you're by no means like a doctor, but since Orin has the medicine skill, doctor skill, what you've learned from kind of being on your own out in the boonies, having to be your own doctor to your own injuries.
It's not going to be pretty,
Yeah.
but it'll get it done.
So you kind of look at Zerosi, giving him that, this is going to hurt look.
Well, we're scarring up someone else's body.
All right, so go ahead and make your medicine roll.
Okay, and I want lower.
Yes.
Okay, I beat it by 3.
All right.
I rolled a 10, and my medicine is 13.
So, Zerosi, you have to make a current strength check. Current strength
Okay.
check.
Well, my current strength is 7, and I rolled a 15.
Okay, so the operation is a success, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, Orin, you successfully pull the bullet out of the wound and clean the wound as best you can, and then wrap it up. But through all of that process, especially the removal of the bullet from the wound, Zerosi screams in pain for a little bit, bites the bullet kind of thing, and passes out from the pain.
Okay.
But you are confident that he's going to be okay.
So now that that's all taken care of, I'm going to go down to the hole and tell Grug to bring the guy up.
I'll take him up there. Hunkway say we go upstairs. That's Grug. Grug doesn't know.
So, yeah, you kind of push him up and make him go up first, and he climbs the ladder and kind of peeks out, like not knowing what to expect, and just sees that it's Ovac and a person that's lying down on the ground, on the floor of the church, all bandaged up. And he's like, oh, he apparently was under the impression that there was a posse or something. He assumed the worst. So he just kind of looks, and kind of surprised look comes across his face as an old man and an Indian are like,
And then Grug's going to explain to Ovac about what he said already, the information that has been gathered.
Are you still keeping a hold of him?
Yeah, I got him the whole time. Until stated otherwise. This sumbitch staying with me.
I feel like we should have him draw a map right now, and I will go and look at the middle bits downstairs and see what I can make of it.
Grug wonder, do we have paper?
Yeah, right here.
Oh.
well, you scrounge around the church again, Go ahead and make observation checks.
I rolled a 12. Mine is 16. So beat it by 4.
Mine's a 12, rolled a 16, so
Okay.
did not beat it by 4.
Yeah, that's probably because you're leading Whiskey around by his collar.
Well, and I'm like, Grug say we go over here. Grug say we look over here. Grug say, yeah.
But yeah, you find an old like parts of a book. Looks like it's been torn up and stuff. Some pages and whatnot. The writing's quite faded, and so you're pretty sure that you could use that to write, draw a map on or something. Just kind of as long as you write dark.
So yeah, I'm just gonna slap it on the nearest table and just point to it and tap the table and have the guy start drawing a map.
Hunkway say, Orin say, draw a map.
And he's
Circle.
This guy's so confused. He's
Yeah.
looking at you like, what the hell?
Saying Grug, saying Hunkway.
Right.
Say,
So he's
where
like,
are the rest of our people?
what are y'all a map? I don't know how to draw a map. I mean, I just know how to get there.
Grug's gonna look at Orin.
Well, I'm gonna go downstairs. I don't want to deal with this person right now.
Hunkway say, you stay with us then. You stay in Hunkway's sight the whole time.
All right.
The whole time.
All right. Are you gonna like tie his arm, tie his wrists?
Oh,
or-
I don't have rope. I literally have clothes on.
Well, and I'm gonna go check and see. Like, I'm gonna open up the rest of the crates and see if
Yeah,
there's
so
any.
we'll see if we
yeah.
can find any.
supplies.
Because I mean, you opened up one and it was metal things. So you
Right,
have no
right.
idea. But
All right, so Ovak's going downstairs, looking through all the crates and containers and everything that's down there. Grug/Honkwe, you are guarding Whiskey,
Yep.
making sure he's
At the top of the hole.
Yep.
And keeping an eye on
Kind of-
Zerosi,
kind of by
passed out,
Zerosi, yeah.
and watching the door, knowing what happened. I'm sure they told.
Yep.
So
Okay. Make an observation check, Honkwe.
my observation is 12, and I rolled a 17, so failed it by 5.
By 5. Okay. So you're kind of looking at the door, looking at Whiskey, looking at Zerosi, looking at the door, looking at Whiskey, looking at Zerosi. And you actually don't notice that somebody had opened, remember how there was a locked back door to this church?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, somebody with the key to that had opened it up and stuck their rifle through and shot Whiskey in the back of the head. So, but all you know about that's the end result. So what happens, you're kind of looking and guarding, and then you just hear the rifle go off. It's a rifle sound, and Whiskey, the front of his head just kind of pops off as he falls instantly killed to the ground.
Grug say Ovak. Grug say Ovak.
as soon as I hear that, I'm gonna just start making my way back
Well,
up.
and real,
Okay.
would I know it came from the door there and stuff?
Yeah, because you spin because
That where
he
it
gets
came from.
shot and he falls forward, and you turn and just as the door closes.
Immediate pursuit.
Okay.
I'm gonna just chase after immediately.
Okay.
The hero side kicks in, the barbarian side. and
All
just
right.
go.
So I need you to roll a d20. Ooh, you need really high.
19.
Ah, that's good. Okay, so you barrel to the door and throw the door open. It opens inward. And you see 3 horses. One of them has a rider on it. One of them doesn't. And the third horse has a person getting up on the horse, but he's having a hard time. He's about halfway up onto the horse. You see he's kind of having a hard time because he's been shot in his right shoulder.
So Hunkway is going to attempt to tackle him or bump
Okay.
him off so he can't get on his horse.
Straight up initiative. Because the rider that is on the horse has a pistol out still. So I got a 31 and a 33.
29.
Okay, so they both go first. So yeah, Bronco's on the horse, and he's actually got the pistol out, and he shoots you. That's a 3. So with his big penalties, it's still a hit. Let's see where you got hit.
It's going to be in the head.
Nope, a right shoulder hit. That seems to be the place to hit people right now. So you are hit in the right shoulder. You're hit in the right shoulder, and it's a serious wound. So you actually take 5 damage to your right shoulder. What are you going to do?
I want to go tackle him. I have nothing.
You won't be able to tackle him just getting a serious wound in your right shoulder.
I would pursue him. Whatever I would have to do.
So go ahead and make a current strength check.
Failed it. So my strength is 16. -5, so 11, and I rolled a 14. So I
Okay.
missed it by 3.
All right, so and that is 100% because of the wound you took.
Right.
So you kind of make it over to him, but right as he's swinging his leg up and the horse starts moving, you kind of like your fingers touch the horse as it starts riding off as you don't get there soon enough. And they ride off with one empty saddle.
Can I still shoot at him? As I
You'll
ride
never
away?
make it a time.
Because you have to spend 2 rounds.
Pow! Pick up his pistol on my way out and shoot it.
You gotta
Okay.
come up out of the hole,
Yeah, you're down in the hole. You were down in the
come
hole.
in the hole, run over, grab the pistol, run back
Yeah.
to the door.
He
They're
did.
on-
He did say the moment that the shot in the church.
Yeah, as
happened,
soon
he
as
started-
Whiskey
he
died,
got out.
I
Yeah,
ran
that
up.
was about 3 seconds before all of this happened.
What's your range?
I just feel like with horses, they'd go so fast.
Yeah,
you know what
and
I
it's dark.
Injured riders though, they're not gonna be like, and they're not gonna like,
Correct. They are going to go slow.
they're not gonna make it that far. So what's the?
Sure.
Yeah, just argue it to death.
All right. So yeah, as soon as you heard the rifle shot that killed Whiskey, you stopped what you were doing, starts climbing up the ladder. You get to the top of the ladder just in time to see Grug go out the door, and you hear some yelling as horses start riding off. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna go up and grab Flash's pistol because I know mine will take too long. They'll be gone by the time I get it loaded. So I'm gonna grab his. I'm gonna run and I'm just gonna fire a shot at him.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty far. So you have a total combined penalty of 8 with your pistol.
So 5 or lower.
5 or less. Here it is.
Oh, I rolled a 17. So
Okay, fire off into the night, but you don't hit anything as they're galloping away.
and then I'm just gonna yell into the air and fire the rest of the
Okay.
ammo.
Exactly 0 shots.
Yep.
There's one shot left.
So he's gonna fire one shot in the air.
So so what do you do?
So I'm just gonna yell into the air. Ah!
Yeah, it's only got
And then-
one more
Yeah,
shot.
but
in
I'm
it.
gonna continue to just
So yeah,
unload.
it shoots one bullet up and then click, 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 click,
Yep.
click. All right.
Productive. Grug's gonna turn around to Ovac. Grug think Ovac cast Cure Light Wounds. This freaking hurt.
Ovac, you have another patient.
So I'm just gonna slap my hands together, start rubbing them, and then I'm just gonna like start doctoring it because I can't heal. So
All right, so go ahead and do your medicine roll on Hunkwe.
medicine is 13. I rolled an 8.
All right.
So,
Once again, Dr. Ovac's in the house. So make a current strength check to remain conscious during the procedure.
Failed it by 7. Needed an 11, rolled an 18.
All right, so now you basically have 2 sleeping / passed out wounded patients there, Dr. Ovac.
so then while I'm waiting for these guys to wake back up, I'm just gonna go search downstairs.
Are you going to try to administer medical attention to Whiskey?
He's missing half of his head. I don't
just
think that'll work.
pick up 2 fragments of his skull and like try and puzzle piece it together? And I'm like, nah, he's gone.
All right, so going through the gear and equipment downstairs, you find several parts of machines, is what it looks like. A lot of it is gears and some sort of complex machine that you have no understanding of. This is pieces to. Almost all of the stuff, it seems to be like spare parts quality stuff. Maybe this is where, because you don't keep spare parts in the basement of a church miles away from the machine. So maybe this was a sort of a bring the parts here, get them all together, and then send them to the machine kind of thing. And then there's also like some food and stuff down here. You realize the stink was actually from Whiskey. He smelled really bad, like he hadn't taken a bath in weeks or ever.
Is there any like alcohol? down
Yes, there sure is.
here? Okay, I'm gonna try and give Flash a little bit to try and like wake him up. Maybe it's like a healing potion.
Okay. Well, throughout this whole process and everything, it's been a while. So you kind of go upstairs, and as you start speaking with him and giving him a little whiskey, they actually both Honkwe and Flash start coming around, groggy, and are like, oh.
Grug say, did we win?
We did. I killed them all.
Grug say, "Good job, Ovek."
I am number 1. And then I slap my bicep. Okay, so I'm gonna do like more treatment, just making sure that everyone is
On the road to recovery?
as best as they can be right now. So that's just what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay.
Okay. I assume I noticed that my pistol is missing.
He probably would have put it back, I would think.
No.
Hanging on to it.
He has no bullets for
Just
it.
like
He's just
twirling
he's
it
just
around.
got it.
Well, yeah, sorry, I had to borrow that. It loads much faster than mine, so.
Oh, fair enough. So yeah, honestly, I don't know when more shit's hitting the fan, so I'm kind of coming to take care of reloading my pistol.
Okay. So you reload your pistol, and you actually are surprised that, because you're used to wounds in D&D. D&D is sort of like a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. You take a whole bunch of damage and just keep going. Then
Yeah,
you get
you either die or you're fine.
correct, and you're not used to like feeling pain. Just existing hurts right now. You're like, damn. You're obviously gonna need like a crutch or help walking. Grug, you can walk just fine, but your right shoulder is like super sore. Your strength in your arm is greatly reduced, which makes you feel very uncomfortable not having a lot.
Yeah, a strength-based guy.
Correct.
No strength. Grug wonder if Pipsqueak dead. I mean,
Yes.
Grug assumes so. Grug
Yes,
saw half
his
go
face
away.
is gone.
Yeah.
We should probably check him.
Grug wonder, did Ovak look for anything else on him?
No, I just checked downstairs while you guys were sleeping.
What did Ovak find?
There's just metal parts. I don't know what they are. That's beyond me.
Maybe Grug take a look.
You already did.
Well, while this exchange is happening, I'm gonna kind of slide my way over or hobble over to Whiskey and kind of just check his pockets and stuff. And
All right. Pretty much, he doesn't have any items on him. He doesn't have any weapons. No pistols. No, not even a knife. Nothing. So you take his jacket off his body, and you're going through it, and you notice on his right shoulder, he has an unusual, catches your attention because it's kind of unusual, an unusual tattoo. And the reason I say it's unusual, it kind of strikes a note with you guys, because it's a tattoo of a Black Widow spider. And the Black Widow spider, immediately all of you start kind of having to flash back to the cave where the big Black Widow spider came out of the black hole, the darkness, and the evil temple and all that before you jumped to this world. So you're like, that catches your attention. That's of noteworthiness to you.
I believe we're finally on the correct trail.
Grug agree. But Grug tired.
I could go a few more rounds, but I mean, if you guys are tired, we can just hang out here. But yes, we should follow this gang to wherever
And we have
the Badlands, I guess.
Lazy
there's
J
a
Ranch.
Cave in the Badlands. The Lazy J Ranch was his ranch, but the Cave in the Badlands is where they were working on the stuff.
Since we have no idea where.
And the whole reason you're here is because you were trying to go ahead of the mob back in Promise City to warn the Indian tribe that was also roaming in the Badlands.
I think we should continue with getting to the Badlands and warning the tribe, and maybe they would know where this cave would be.
Yeah. Because I mean, if they're from there, they would know. So
Yeah, agreed. Let's rest for the night then.
All right. You guys rest for the night in the church. At first light, Ovak is ready to go. Like old people get up at 4 a.m. So Ovak's ready to go and looks at you both, who are very sound asleep.
and I just kind of lightly kick.
So they get up, they get moving, and you guys head south toward the Indian, nomadic Indian tribe. Now, you don't really know for sure where they are because they roam, they wander. The best knowledge you have is that they're somewhere south, okay? And it's going to be, easily a full day's ride to get down there. So what I need everyone to do is make current strength checks.
My current strength is an 8, and I rolled a 2.
My current strength is 10, and I rolled a 2.
Mine's 12, and I rolled a 4.
Wow, okay. So you guys are actually making great time. Your wounds, they slow you down a little bit, but really not that much. And, you don't feel the need to stop and rest that often or anything. Making great time, making great progress. So now everybody make an observation check. Honkwe, you get to add 3 to your observation.
My observation's a 14, and I rolled an 8.
Mine is a 16, and I rolled a 9.
So with the additional 3, mine's a 15, and I rolled a 5. So beat it by 10.
All right. So as you guys are going, you notice unusual tracks, as if like there was something slid across the road, because you're still following basically a road south for most of your journey until it actually gets to the Badlands and Cactus Flats, and then it just sort of disperses. But whilst you're still on the road, you notice that something big and blocky or heavy has been drug across the road.
Does the trail go off quite a ways? Like, can we follow it, or is it just the road?
No, you could follow it. It definitely goes for a little ways at least.
Although we could just kind of mentally mark where this was, because if we don't get to where the tribe is, that's still going to be a massacre that happens one way or the other.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Just kind of take note of landmarks and stuff. And
Yeah, because it's more pressing to get to the tribe right now, so. We'll continue on.
All right. Continuing southward, you find the terrain is getting more sort of rocky, especially on the right side. You can see the Badlands now west of you. You're heading south, so on your right-hand side, it's where the Badlands really huge rocks and dry, sort of like something out of the Roadrunner Coyote, standing stones and all this weird terrain. And west of you sort of just is just this dry scrubland, cactuses and tumbleweeds and whatnot.
something that looks kind of like Cactus Flats.
Yeah, you realize that this is probably where Cactus Flats and the Badlands and the road kind of ends here. So you just gotta pick your direction.
Well, last we'd heard the tribe was in the Cactus Flats area. Whether or not that's where that's where the town's gonna start looking. So if we check there first and they're not there, then it doesn't matter that we chose the wrong. So
Grug agree.
Onward.
Okay, so you're still on your horses. You hear, actually, coming from some of the rocks nearby, a strange, very unusual, just out of the blue.
Because did you hear the rock golem?
Yeah, it actually sounds like it might be an ogre. That's the first thing that pops into all of your heads. It's like there's an ogre or maybe a big, large orc or something making grunt noises.
I'll go check it out.
knee-jerk reaction, just try to cast Fireball where the sound came from.
Do you get off your horse?
Yeah, I'd get off the horse. Get off the horse and walk over there.
Honkway gets off his horse. No weapons.
Grug say, come out.
I stay on
Or
the
else.
horse, but I'm readying my pistol.
Yeah, and I'm loading my rifle.
Loading the rifle.
I like this.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like this or else alternative I'm giving people, even though it means nothing.
All right, so as you say that, you start walking over there. You can, once again, the noise, the moaning, grunt, whatever noise happens. So you kind of pinpoint where the rock, the specific large rock that it's coming from as you walk over there. You're about 2/3 of the way there, a little over halfway there. And emerging from the rock is a man. However, the man looks like he's been patched up or something, like he was mutilated or mangled and put back together. And imagine Frankenstein done by an amateur.
This was the beta test.
Right. He's not like super big like an ogre. He's not like 8 feet tall. He's just regular sized dude, but he's got like failed experiment kind of look to him, and he comes up, and he's not really making eye contact with you at all. Actually, you notice that his eyes are sort of white on white, and his skin is a little more pale than normal. So we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative, and that's everybody, because you guys see this too as this figure walks from behind.
I rolled a 3, so I got a 19.
I rolled a 15, so I got 31.
32.
And I got a 13. So, yeah. What do you do, guys?
Grog say, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, he basically looks like, imagine a cross between a ghoul and a zombie is probably what Grug would think.
Yeah. Grog think you look sick. But he hasn't seen anything like it in this world yet, so it would
Correct.
strike odd to
Yeah,
him.
and you're just standing there talking to him, saying those things, and he's just moving at you, kind of shambly, not really fast.
Grog say stop there or else.
All right, so what do you guys do back on the horses?
Knee jerk, I would just instantly try and turn undead.
Okay, nothing happens. Poof. Well, you know, because part of turning undead is praying to Moradin.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that, and you immediately realize as soon as you start doing that, you once again feel that absence of your holy power.
And then I just get really sad.
Flashback of sadness. All right, what do you guys, Zerosi?
Well, I guess given like Flash's no idea about something like this, but it looks a lot like you what'd you say, a ghoul crossed with
The zombie
yeah.
and Frankenstein's monster.
Basically, I'm trying to figure out whether I would be confident enough with the uncertainty of the world to still just believe that this is evil and a threat. So I'm gonna just shoot at it. I'm gonna take a careful shot though.
Okay. So go ahead. You level your pistol and take a careful shot at him.
Okay, well I need a 14 and I got a 5.
Where'd you hit him?
I got a 15
So you hit him in the chest.
and I got a 2, but chest modifies by 1. You said
Yeah, it adds
so
one. So
3.
well, you just
Okay, I got a 2.
There you go. All right. So yeah, it doesn't even seem to phase him. Boom! You hit square in the chest, and he just kind of keeps. And because he moves so slow, he will not get to Honkwe this round, but he will next round. So let's go ahead and roll again.
20.
32.
33.
17. So once again, you guys get to go first. Now he is going to actually get to you. It would be very easy for you to just sort of outrun him without
Yeah.
even running.
I'm going to back up far enough to where I think it's a safe distance.
Just kind of just keep him away,
Yeah.
walking backwards at a fast enough pace where he can't catch up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just say, Grog confused. What's wrong with you?
Well, he just got shot in the chest, and it basically didn't seem to do anything to him. So
I'm gonna actually grab the reins of Grug's horse and kind of also be moving horses so that even if he backs up, like
he's 100 feet away from you almost.
oh okay. Well, I'm gonna have the reins just in case, and then I'm gonna take another careful shot.
Okay.
I need a 14. I got a 3. For location, I got a 10.
Right shoulder.
1.
Okay. Once again, just hits him. Some material and maybe even some skin comes off. No blood comes out. And he just kind of keeps moving at you, unfettered by your shot.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my rifle.
What about that 57 caliber musket mini ball?
Well, see, I have the rifle skills, so I can pick and choose where I want to hit. Right?
When you roll hit location, you get to modify it up or down by your skill. So what's your skill? What level? 1?
Yeah, probably 1.
So when you roll location, you can add 1 or subtract 1 from that to pick where you want to hit him.
Okay.
So go ahead and shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. 13. I rolled a 15. So
So close, but yes, that is a miss. And now spend a week loading. All right. So yeah, he's still coming at you. He's no response to anything you're saying, no reaction. But you are kind of, since you're not really fighting him, you're walking back just backwards. You're getting a good look at him. And you notice that like the clothes he's wearing are like what you've seen people in town wearing, just like regular people clothes. He's not like some bum. His clothes aren't like really nasty. There's some stains on him and stuff. Obviously, probably from surgery or whatever he was going under. But they're not horrible. And go ahead and roll an observation check.
Observation at 12, and I rolled a 3.
Oh, made it by 9. You notice that there is a wedding ring on his finger, just for future reference,
Okay.
perhaps. All right, so let's do some more. And you're just keeping him away, and you've still got a long way from the horses. So just to kind of speed things up, you just keep that going, where you're backing up, and he's following. He's coming at you, and you're backing up, staying away from him enough.
You just kite him.
You're kiting him. So yeah, you're backing up. He's following you. Ovac's loading. So go ahead, Flash. Shoot. Pick here.
All right, I rolled a 1.
Oh damn. Hit location.
Hit location is a 12.
That is in the abdomen. Gut shot.
And I got a 6.
6. Serious. So like in the belly button. Boom. But once again, he just kind of jerks from the impact, but it doesn't stop him. He doesn't like nothing. He just keeps coming. Slowly, but keeps coming. You figure in about 2 or 3 more rounds, he'll be at the horses. So do you want to move the horses, or do you want to wait a little bit? What do you?
I think we're still okay now, and the horses can move really fast if needed.
Yeah,
so,
easily. Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep shooting.
Okay. Ovac, or Orin, you're
Yeah.
loaded up this round, or
Yep.
do you have one more round to load?
Nope, I'm loaded up. It's just one round is how long it
So
takes.
I guess we don't really need to roll initiative. So you're just kind of owning this guy, but you are very curious as to why he's not like these shots, which would drop anybody. Like you've seen the damage that these guns do. You've been shot yourself, all of you now. You know how difficult it is, and this guy doesn't seem to be moved or phased by it. So something is supernatural here.
So as Grug is continuing to back up, because he's Grug, in Grug fashion, he's going to say, Grug, wonder, do you know where Indian tribe is out in these areas? Grug, think you roam these areas?
He stops and goes, actually, yes, thank you for asking.
Yes, please.
Surprisingly, no response other than...
Grug confused. Grug no understand this world.
So let's go ahead. I guess we don't even roll an initiative. So Zrosi, go ahead and shoot first.
I got a 15, so I missed by 1 because I need a 14.
Pew! As you makes a ricochet noise as it pew off of one of the rocks behind him.
It sucks to miss, but I've had a really good hit percentage.
Yes, you have. I've noticed that. So, all right. So leveling the smoothbore rifle.
Yep, I just need to roll a 14 or less to hit him, and I roll a 4.
Bam.
And then I can use my rifle skill +1 or -1
Right.
to if I want to shoot him in the head. What do I need to roll?
So normally it's 19 or 20. So you'd have to, with you 18, 19 or 20.
Okay, sweet. So I roll an 18.
Because your skill, you add 1 to 19, then you hit him in the head.
Ah, yeah.
So now roll a d6 for damage. Now I'm going to do the modifiers for severity.
And I roll a 6.
Oh, damn! So, yes. Right between the eyes with that musket. With
Does
that.
his face cave in?
No, but the back of his head is no longer there. Sort of like the
yeah.
opposite of what happened to Whiskey.
Yeah.
Put them together and you got one full face,
Yeah.
one full head.
So, yeah, and it lights out. This thing just, you hit him, and he just flumps to his knees and then flumps forward down onto the ground, motionless.
Grug's going to go up and inspect him a bit closer.
So, yeah, Grug, you go up, and, yeah, he's not moving.
Do I see anything that would give away like what he was, as far as being able to take the shots, and like, is it anything obvious at a closer?
Not really, but you do, like I say, you do notice that his skin is really pale, and when you're kind of like checking him, he's cold, which, you know, he doesn't have any body heat, which is very unusual for someone who, even though he's dead, he just got killed. So I mean, he should have some.
As a just reaction, if I like open up his shirt, do I see any armor hidden underneath?
No,
Okay,
yeah, he's
that would
not
be
wearing
something
any
I would look
armor
for.
or
Okay.
anything.
I'm gonna take the wedding ring off
Okay.
and then walk it over to. Well, I'm gonna check his pockets and stuff. Does he have anything else on him,
No.
like in his pants pockets or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm going to trot the horses up and be reloading my weapon.
He doesn't
Okay.
have a wallet with extra monies in it.
No, he doesn't have a
Grug
wallet.
loves monies. Okay.
And I'm gonna inspect the body just from my medicine background on this guy, and then also my magical background.
Gotcha. So go ahead and roll a d20, and this is an observation check.
Okay. Observation is 16, and I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you don't have any magical ability to discern or decipher what's going on, but from your medical ability, you do notice that there are several spots on this body that looked like there were large tubes injected into it, inserted into this body that have been removed. The tubes aren't there, but there's still the openings that haven't closed up or healed or anything. It's like this person was connected to a bunch of tubes. A bunch of tubes were inserted into this person.
Gotcha. So it's more like alchemic type of scenario rather than like spell magic. From
Right.
Like,
Right.
okay.
And yeah, so you take the wedding ring off.
Grug's going to take the wedding ring off and then walk it over to, actually, Ovak. He'd hand it to Ovak
Yeah,
first,
okay.
initially.
I'm just gonna look at it.
Yeah,
Is
there's some scribbles or scratches on it. You recognize it as it's writing of some kind, but you can't read it.
I don't know what this is. Zerosi, what does it say?
Okay, and so I'm going to take it and inspect the ring.
And sure enough, why don't you tell me what you think it says?
I bet you it says, love with all of our hearts forever.
And you are correct.
Oh,
And we're going to actually pick up next week and find out what happens.
we found Mac.
Okay, so yeah, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Hunkway, not so sure.
I just need...
Hunkway, I feel
I
like
just
you
know
would
I need
just
to
tell me.
know.
Yeah, Hunkway just want to know.
He starts pulling out the whiskey, starts talking like Chunk from Goonies. In the 3rd grade,
I think that it's going to say, love all of our heart forever. That's what I have written down. What do you have? Why are you giving me that look?
because that's probably it's probably something similar to that. Love with all of our
I think
hearts.
it's love with.